Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden and welcome to today's Captain's Blog.
Grab one now.
Do you have a better one than this?
No, I have a different one than that.
Is it 4mm?
Is it a brand name? Yeah.
It's 4mm.
Sure. It's not labeled as such, but...
This can wait until after you do your thing. I'm not in a hurry.
Oh, let me look that wrench.
You alright?
You need that one?
Ah! Oh, that's not terrifying at all.
I think that was the audio program input. From what I recall.
Every one of these goes to
There.
terminals up here.
Get the motor up.
Is that your intent?
Yes. Here. Enjoy. I'll see the end of this in a moment.
There's an Allen on the side.
Mike, I need a small Allen. It's about 1/8 inch across.
I need your
Take that.
1/8 inch.
Smaller.
I love how
Lot
that's
smaller.
bent.
Huh?
Bent.
What's that?
A cleat.
Supposed to be?
5/64. That's a winner. That's totally comfortable. Don't do that. It's alright, that end nothing's gonna hurt.
I tried to catch it, but it was...
Oh yeah.
Slide it more towards the other two. Just swing the back
All right.
end. There you go.
Okay.
Now, this is made of splinters and...
I know, I've already stabbed
What?
myself.
Looks like there's something active in the center.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, lift that end.
Yeah.
This has galvos or something.
Oh, correct. Because that's
in it.
why all the control
Now,
on.
we need to figure out how to get this damn
Sure,
thing
and
out.
these
And we'll do that later
are the
after we
power
get the tubes
drivers.
extracted. Here, this goes in the hardware box. Thank you. And you
Leave
can
the
have
galvo
it back.
Oh, it's just looped through.
Thank you.
Stop touching this now.
I'm gonna break that.
Okay, that's coming now.
Okay, Mike,
Yeah.
I need an itty bitty one.
The 050?
No. Give me the smallest in your set though. Let me see how that does. Bigger.
Okay, what's on the other end?
Oh,
Are both of these? Yeah,
that's
they are.
floating.
Is that floating now?
They're both floating.
Alright.
Hold on.
Hang on.
We can get rid of
Now
this
that's not gonna
whole
go.
base.
Yes, we can in a minute. What are we?
These are the tender
Are we
parts.
totally free?
Almost.
Double.
Give me a minute.
Alright.
Totally free.
Totally free?
Yep, these are cut, the fans are cut. You need to track down where these two wires go eventually, but right now it's not important.
So Mike and I are gonna lift the base out while you guys hold the tubes.
I'm gonna, okay,
I can
hold on.
hold the tube.
Oh. Careful, we got.
That base is heavier than it looks.
I know, but this cable needs to go with the tube.
Yep.
Hold on, Mike. Wait a minute. Now we're clear?
Thank you.
That was quick.
So a couple people in the IRC are wondering what the heck is going on.
Alright, we are examining a SkyScan unit. And really have no idea what the hell we're doing. We're making this up as we go along for the most part. Now you know everything I do.
There's one other thing.
Well,
The freaking lasers!
this is pretty badass. As life experiences go, this is pretty badass. That's
Braking resistor. The valve, it absorbs.
absolutely no
Over there are some gloves.
I
Could you
need,
grab one or two
yeah,
of them?
everybody needs white gloves if they're working on the lenses.
That's convenient. We got a whole box of them.
Yep, I'll take.
I figured we'd have something to set it on too.
Did you guys do any mind go?
Yeah, we're gonna need something to set it on too, aren't we?
I'm gonna need some paper towels.
There was a 2mm.
Lint-free paper towels,
In my
please.
hand.
Okay,
You're gonna be gloved up.
I'm going to be over here doing cables. The hole looks like it might be able to pass a DB9 sideways through it.
Bruce,
Yeah.
lift that end up.
How far?
Here's, just tilt it up.
How far?
Up. Keep going up. There you go.
Oops, we're down to the last two.
Got it.
Is that a draw loop right
Yeah,
there?
maybe
Chris,
it's-
Chris,
Yes,
paper
it
towels
is.
right now. What do
Wow.
you got?
Here's what I got. This one's empty.
Paul, these
Okay,
papers-
set it down.
Okay, now just slide the cable in.
Good.
Now,
All right, I have the unit, and it's beautiful.
give him more slack.
I'm pushing
No,
it through.
you can take tube that way.
We're going
I'm
to.
pushing it through.
Mike, get over here and get rid of the speaker cabinet.
All right, it's this bundle. What we're going to do is one bundle at a time.
It
we're
might
gonna
be
pass
connected right. Is it connected right on that?
Oh, there's a pull string on it.
No.
Okay. The fiber optic, that's it.
I'll go get more.
Okay.
All right. I can disconnect the fiber optic.
I think we want to because that's.
All right, I can't disconnect anything else, but the fiber optic I can get rid of. That's
Okay,
easy.
this is.
You're gonna want to mark.
I need an Allen wrench.
We're gonna one at a time, run them through and then plug them back in.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Somebody give me an Allen wrench.
What size?
Smallish.
Okay, here's a 2mm.
Perfect. See, Paul, that's what we get from working together for years. How big is it? It's small. Oh, okay. How small is it? I just
You're gonna
fucked
do-
the alignment.
You what?
This moves the tube, not the fiber optic. It's okay, we're gonna have to realign it anyway. I needed that in there to do that. That's what I wanted. All right, fiber optic cable can be pulled. Be careful, it's shrouded, so it should be all right. This is amazing.
Good. So we don't want simple stuff. We want
Guys, this is something. I got XY galvos that are the tiniest I've ever seen.
And
I've got diffraction gratings of various types. I've got a piece of glass with a pattern on it I don't even know what to call.
Let's call it an ocean pattern. It looks like waves.
No, this. Look at that one.
That one? I can't see it from the
Guy-
angle I'm at.
Come look at this from the end. Look at that piece of glass. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. It's beautiful.
All right, make sure I don't get too close here. I'm kind of flying blind.
Ah, you're fine. So check that out. And then we've got this one, which is just a piece of glass. I don't know what it does. I've got this one, which has like ocean wave shit happening. This whole thing is not in there.
That's the high end. Loaded
That
up.
that's cubic money there. I want a special case to put this in, and I want it right now.
Mike's looking for one.
Okay,
pass
this
that one.
lens is recessed
Yeah,
and totally
okay.
safe, so I'm just going to set that right there.
I want to make sure he's supported. You support that galvo unit. Well,
I've got the galvo unit. You do your thing.
Remember-
We're gonna run the cables through one at a time and then reconnect them after.
Totally cool.
they're free.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is going to be the most badass
Just go
toy.
from the end, reach your hand inside
Holy
the tube.
shit.
You can get inside and
Yeah, I know, but I had to pull it to this degree.
Well, you can pull it from the inside.
Correct.
of
There we go.
And there's the galvos right there. Little X and Y
Yeah.
galvos. I don't know what this is. And then that just needs simple alignment to get it in.
You know
That
what
is
I've
sexy.
done?
That's what
There's
that is.
probably a
I
zip tie.
twist. No, I think I twisted them. They've intermingled.
Well, worst case, we do have tape and markers.
That's the idea. They're gonna pull them all out and they're gonna
I can't
get
get
them one at a time.
Hold on, I got it.
There you go.
It wasn't made to be taken apart like this.
No, no. It was assembled by people that knew it and loved it.
Unlike the last one we took apart.
Watch that lens. You got another one of those lenses right there.
Ooh, yeah.
But now that I know that's there,
Oh my word.
it might be.
So yeah, this thing can be run without the tubes
Yeah,
and do pretty much everything
this
it
could
did
run naked
before.
without the tubes and be beautiful exposed on a table, which is entirely what we're trying to do.
And with low power lasers, it should be just the same functionality except lower power.
Yeah,
And completely safe.
yep. That's what we're going to try for. Because there's no reason, that's why we're doing this right, so that it can work again.
Now, didn't one of these run a 16 track?
I don't know.
Remember there was tapes included with some of this, I thought. Do you remember, Greg? There is tapes in the box.
Okay, I need an Allen wrench at 4 millimeters. No, smaller.
3.
Close enough. Come to daddy. I got it. Oh, God, that's beautiful. I have seen some truly glorious pieces of glass.
Do me a favor, hold that up quick.
These are the second most beautiful pieces of optics I've ever seen in my life.
And are they thick, just like the holder?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what the most beautiful lens I've ever seen is? The aperture on a Digistar 2. Imagine that lens,
That's a satellite?
that big around. No, Digistar 2 is, go to the planetarium in town, go to the Roger B. Chaffee Planetarium, they still have an old Digistar 2. In the middle of the room will be a little black box about this big. It looks like a mini fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the top of it.
Never have.
Just, oh my God, you have never seen such a beautiful piece of glass. And you probably never will see a larger, more perfect, more beautiful, more expensive.
And is it a lens underneath the glass? It's
Taking
a lens within a lens within a lens.
It's an oscilloscope.
Yep.
It's a CRT oscilloscope. It really is. That's all it is. It's a fucking huge CRT oscilloscope with a massive optics stack. The oscilloscope is water cooled, and it's driven by a fucking huge computer.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine an oscilloscope with appropriate optics
Oh.
to, in a dark room, project a 50-foot radius at 190 degrees, because it goes down 10 below horizon and 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a
the
Digistar
guts.
2.
That's the guts.
We, if Doug smiles upon us, will be getting one of these to autopsy.
Oh gosh.
They're old technology now. Nobody wants them.
Oh gosh. Okay, we're pulling another cable through mine. Can we identify which one it is?
Yeah, it's that one right there.
Well, I need to identify it on this end though.
Get it all the way through.
Thanks, Paul. Now I get what you were talking about.
Yeah, you can put your hand in.
Wow!
Don't even think about it.
Oh my God!
Brian!
And that's what I wanted you to show me.
Give me the camera. Here, you hold the camera.
Yeah, you can see them through there too.
Holy fisheye.
Yeah, how's that for fun? Rotate on axis. There you go. No, not that far. Come back a little bit. It actually focuses it. Here, let me...
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to put that right up there.
Well, look at the output while he's looking through here. I think you can see the LCDs.
A lens like this, you can see through time. That is so cool.
Amy Bear, unfortunately not. I saw him earlier.
Okay, move your dink.
Would you happen to have a 1/16" Allen wrench in there? This.
No, I did have one in there.
That's
though.
cool.
You know,
All right.
in there?
Let's
Yeah.
put that down for Patrick.
If
Take that. I got a Rango cables.
okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
Well, I'm going to try to. There's really no way I can reposition this camera to be better for the eyes.
But it's got a yellow. No, it's in the tray. Top side or bottom side of the tray.
I'm am not seeing it, Bruce.
Mike will find it for you.
Okay, because the end of this is shot.
Nobody bump me right now.
I'm just gonna set these right here. Here's a box maybe and some packing.
Alright, I don't want to put it in bubble wrap. I want to wrap these in
Cloth.
gloves. I might actually just cut up the gloves and...
Here's your glove.
Well, we did just
over
get,
it.
we,
Laser lens. We have 2 of these. They're going to want to see it on there.
Close up too. You gotta just, oh.
I need the
You need that
cutters.
screwdriver that I just had in my
No,
hand?
cutters.
Cutters that I just
Here's
had in
what
my
I need.
hand? Then you're gonna need
the autofocus doesn't
No,
seem to be working
not
right now.
Okay.
It's because you're trying to take a picture of a lens.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well, I'm just trying to flash.
Not for nothing, but can you see my eye through that?
I can't see it through this screen. Barely I can see it. Oh.
Yeah, I can see him. Blink. Yeah, hell yeah, you can see it. Here, let me shine a flashlight in there and see if you can see my flashlight.
Yeah! Here, come up and get a picture of that.
Yeah, get a zoom up button.
Bruce,
You know where they go?
yeah, take them out of the tube.
You know where they go?
You can
No, they
barely
go to
see it.
wires that are already
We're
cut.
getting glare off the lens, makes it more
But
difficult.
you know what channels they go back to.
No, there's no
That did
label,
not help.
there's no nothing, it just goes to a wire that goes nowhere, that's cut off.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you can see. Oh, right there. That's the money shot.
Blink.
Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden and welcome to today's Captain's Blog.
Wow.
That's a good one. You'll never see that
Guys.
anywhere else.
Guys, this is our job. Just remember that. This is our job.
Taking apart $250,000 equipment and then making it work in its unintended method.
All right, give or take.
What the hell do these do?
I think those are audio program input.
I think those are...
Okay,
Let's go to the
what-
little motors. Those are just...
Alright,
several on-
hold on, no, what's going on?
They go to this
Black-
motor.
Let's see
These black ones right here
Yeah.
are true conductor and they're gonna be for the ones that...
Stop talking.
What?
I'm 3 feet ahead of you. They go to this motor, and that motor.
Okay, and those switch the lenses in
Yeah,
for
they
your
just
diffraction
plug it in.
rate. Exactly.
So they're
And I
on or
think
off.
they're
Yeah,
not
it's
so
just you
much...
turn it on. They're using motors like solenoids, but they just turn it on for
Install the motors out.
install.
I don't
Then what
I
kind
don't
of drive?
actually think they're motors. I think well, that whatever's driving them is what's on the other end of this.
They look like just generic
cheapest
cheap
little RC
yeah.
slot
I
car
think it's a
motors.
rotational solenoid is what it is, not so much a motor.
Could be. Yeah. Could be.
They're acting like rotational solenoids, but I think they're just cheap fucking motors.
Okay, where did the
We
Allen wrench-
can quite easily drill and tap this back plate and make mounts for this to be able to hold this. Alternatively, we make a couple ring mounts. Oh fuck guys, we don't even have to do that. These are designed to fit these pipes.
Right.
We take the pipe, cut a chunk of the pipe off,
Put a base
mount
on
the
it.
pipe.
However you want them on it.
Yeah, because we're never going to use the pipes again.
You're right, and they fit perfect, and they're
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
got all the little
And they're
notches and
protected.
shit, and it just works.
Right, so you're gonna make an adapter for.
Yeah, we're just gonna make the tubes this long and then drill a couple holes in the bottom of it, just like they did down there.
All right,
And yeah.
draw this one out and start.
All right, then I need to move this. Hang on.
Just set it over.
I'm just
yeah.
gonna set it right there.
Do we wanna hang on to these?
Yes.
Was there any
Yes,
more
we
that
do.
you had set aside?
No, there was one out of each tube. That was it. So set those with the 2 lenses over there, because then I'll know that they go with
They are
these.
special.
All right. Ready? You ready to stop?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Stop, stop, stop. Okay, you got another 6 inches if you want it.
I'll take it.
That's
Good?
it.
All right. Look at that.
What?
This isn't tight. This is all over the damn place.
It doesn't look like the screw's even in there.
Yeah, the screw's in there, but it's totally out of alignment, which really sucks, because that means both of the damn things are out of alignment.
What do you think, we got them?
I need...
Okay, Bruce, grab that. Actually, disconnect the fiber optic.
Give
Let's
me a
get
second.
that.
I will.
Yeah. Well, you're right, because then they won't, their main goes bad.
Okay, The 3 black ones, you can draw.
I'm
that
looking
apart.
at these fiber optic connections and I'm thinking we don't really have to work to terminate that. I think we just strip it, stuff it, and it works. You can take the fiber optic.
Yeah, I think they're plastic.
Yeah.
Are these the 3?
And if that's the case, this shit just got worlds easier.
And cheaper.
Well, do you have any?
Here, I'll pull if you'll
Well,
stop.
careful,
Okay.
because they're intertwined. There's 3. Got them?
I got 2 of them almost
Got 'em.
all the way here.
Those are gravy.
Okay, now this one.
Hang on, I'm tossing these over.
You gonna watch that?
Yeah, this is fine. You can't roll off my guts in a way. Alright, plug that one where it goes. Okay,
Keeping Paul busy, aren't we?
it's fun. He needs it.
He's learning as he goes. Too.
He is. He's learning very much. He's going to learn all about electricity. He's going to learn about motors.
And patience.
Next week we're going to talk about.
I'm going to hate ball end because they always strip out. And this one here is
Is that mine?
yeah, this is yours and it's equally as bad to that one.
Well, we got a grinder in this joint.
No, they're probably just both metric and what he wants isn't.
No, this came out of his kit and the 1/16 inch slot, it is the right one.
Okay.
Because I've tried every little one there is and this is the one that fits best on this end. That end don't fit.
Do we have a grinder in this joint?
That I do
No,
not.
it's too small, not too big.
No, we grind the ball off the end and give it a nice fresh hunk of
It'll be okay. We'll get by.
Are you happy?
Much easier when you get all the black ones out first.
See, we're learning things.
It's like it's science or something.
Well,
This is going to be so fucking
well, you got to figure out where the audio goes in, and you got to figure out where.
I'm pretty sure we figure out how to just boot this and feed a beam through it,
There is
and
no-
it'll go into a test pattern or something.
No.
Even the other
These
one
are
does
all-
weird shit when you boot it up.
These are all program inputs.
Alright, so we find manuals and start
Well,
studying.
no, those appear to be for like, at least half of them are the shutters for those.
Right, but
ones.
some of them, some are program inputs, and some aren't. Some are going to be
Well,
because some of them go to here.
what I need to identify.
I'm just thinking that whatever this does, even with just the XY galvos, has to kick the living shit out of what the other one does with the XY galvos.
just totally trashed.
And those lenses, which are good. Those lenses are going to have a focal point, right? Focal length, which means they may.
Yeah, but
they
those
may-
lenses are going to let the galvos display a full thing. That's the point of the lenses, is a little tiny movement here amps
Gives
out
you
to a
huge-
huge movement.
Where did the other end of the RF BNC connectors go, Paul?
There and there,
No, where did the other end of those two go? Yeah.
to some RF BNC connectors on the end of cables that came out the bottom of the thing.
That we have no source for.
Yeah,
Correct.
Okay, there was another source.
okay. That could be the X and Y source.
Could very
And
well
seeing
be.
there's 2 of them, that kind of makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
Well, no, one tube, another tube.
He got the
Where's
point.
that?
We got some manuals to find. Get the IRC on data from this thing and see what they can start finding.
I don't even know what this thing is, so I know it's a Star
What?
Skywriter.
You're here?
Hi, how you doing?
Oh.
Hey,
you're all
you're
here.
alive. How you doing?
I've been here the whole night.
You know how we've been getting piles of old t-shirts for staff use?
Yeah.
Do you have a couple that you don't like that you haven't worn yet?
That you don't like.
I need
up in the locker room.
I need a couple t-shirts that are just generic soft cotton t-shirts
Right.
that don't have anything hard on them. Preferably just a t-shirt, like if it's got ultra printing on it or something like that, it's fine. But I need a couple t-shirts, just clean, soft cotton t-shirts that you're never going to wear.
Alright.
Can you grab them,
One
please?
last wire out.
Yeah, that'll work, yeah. I agree.
I think I've got 3 galvos in here.
All right. What you have,
I've got 2 galvos and a third thing.
all right, see this? This one here
Yeah.
is labeled X.
Okay, that's this galvo.
This one here, see this wire?
Yeah, that's Y.
That's labeled Y.
That's the other galvo.
All right, now what is this one here?
L. Z.
Filter.
That's this weird thing here that looks like a galvo, but it's got a little splinter in it. And I don't. Will you stop?
Sorry, I was
with
trying to
it?
give you
I'm gonna
light.
beat the shit out of you. I don't know what it does, but it holds this little splinter, and it feels like a true galvo. Like it moves. And whatever it is, somebody spent a lot of money on it from the looks of it. Because there's places where they definitely went on the cheap, and then there's things they spent a lot of money on. That was a lot of money.
Is that heat sinked in? Is that heat sinked
Yeah,
in?
That
it looks like
maybe
heat sink
the
goop.
beam cutter, on and off.
It could be some kind, but it's
Blanking.
transparent. It could be blanking, but it's kind of transparent. It's this translucent filter that moves in front of it.
Beam splitter of some form.
I don't know.
Is that like an encoder?
That looks like a rotary encoder on it.
Yeah, like for positional feedback.
I don't know. We're gonna find out when we fire it up. Can we put power to this?
There's a cord on the end. to plug it in.
Let's plug it in.
Oh, come on. Let's wait just a couple more minutes, don't you think?
All
Why?
right.
We got everything plugged in, don't we?
Well,
Down
the
to the
motor's
tube.
going to end up maybe taking off like a rocket.
No, that's a gear motor.
All right.
All right, get rid of this tube.
Come on.
I'm gonna bring this down here. We've got both these units. So plug it in, let's see what happens if anything moves.
No, we gotta find
It's not like
extension
anything's
cord.
gonna explode.
Do you want to put these wires back in, Paul?
What? No, that's just the.
Okay.
Can they be connected?
Yeah, but no, this is what they connect to.
Yeah,
That's
They
it.
don't go
Okay.
anywhere.
Gotcha. They're external
Okay.
program signals.
Let's plug it in and see what happens.
The bad part is they're all in beam right now, so it's like these things would take them out.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
not really, because I can take these things out pretty easily.
Well, here's the. Oh, this is the RF out of these BMCs.
Well, where would it go out to?
Some sort of a. I don't know. I haven't read up enough on that. Somebody right now is just laughing there when they see this.
Oh, yes,
Laughing their ass off.
now.
You guys did what? You don't know shit.
And then there's somebody else who's
We'll be
crying.
real quick. And they write whole manuals on stuff like this. It's great. I'll bet there's a whole manual just on that.
I bet you never.
And every so often, what's really
It's right there. It's made by Neos.
Neos is a good website.
This is a driver,
Better zoom up on
model number N6440-75-.1, serial number 8 Charlie Hotel hyphen X-ray Tango Lima Michael /3439.
Tension cord.
Where's the other one we had the IRC digging up earlier? Is that still over here? Here's another component from Neos.
Okay, each one of these white cables is 2 conductor. 6 of them in particular. That one, that one, that one, that one.
6 of them. Each of these have 3 of the gates.
That one, that one, that one. Okay, 6 of them here. Each went to the gate, the black cables. Now, the black cables, one side is tied to a ground, which is often
Thank you.
relay actually. The other side goes to the black conductor on these. The white conductor on these all go up to connections up here that run up farther that way.
Alright, I need a box to
Matt?
put these in.
Might have a box.
Don't know if it's gonna.
It's on a chair.
You want to put
Wrap them in a bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap in the bottom, or
Yep, put bubble wrap in the bottom.
or around each limb. That's too much bubble wrap.
It's never too much.
It's going to be overflowing. There's your nest. Put your little babies in there. Mike's getting an extension cord.
Cool.
I'm buying off the overheat relay.
Good, 'cause, yeah, he is the motor driver. Is that a 36-volt motor or 24-volt or? It is a permanent something. No. 120-volt motor. Yeah, that's there.
Alright.
You don't know that power selection, I
I wonder why those aren't on.
Because
Oh,
they're
they're
not
supposed
turned
to.
on.
It
You
did.
want me to go turn these on? But they might be in the way for your lasers, huh?
There's a side stick.
All right, the lenses are in a box on the top shelf, padded and wrapped, and the box is labeled Boden only.
No touching.
Well, I was thinking of labeling it like my dad used to label his own toolbox.
Don't
Do
even-
not touch. Why risk it? I have to pee or I'm gonna die.
Okay, you go pee.
I don't know, once I figure out what the hell
That's
it's
a nice
like.
day, really, isn't it?
No, this isn't.
It's right here.
Yeah. All right, you've got the camera.
Oh,
You
underneath
have
there.
fun. I'll be back.
That is.
Gotcha, yeah.
Okay, this is 110 coming in, and that's power going out somewhere. Got some electrical tape.
I had some earlier today, but I lost so many.
You need an
Here we
extension
go.
cord, Bruce?
Yes. Plug on one end, plug the other.
We
end,
should
so
have-
Okay.
Couple-
And stand by for some fun.
Couple rolls of
Here, do you like this?
electrical tape. Oh, that's from.
Somebody put a sharp tool in the bag in the middle, and I went digging into the bottom of the bag,
You got zapped.
and I got the side of my finger nailed.
Ouch. I cut myself today too. Huh?
You gave me too much.
You don't want excess tape on here?
No, I don't want excess tape on it.
Here's your power cap. Now I can get it Phillips, bigger.
Okay, hold
You
on.
can pull it off.
Okay, this is the input signal. The input signal goes to there, which goes to there. That, in all probability, goes to a common ground. Yeah, green, 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 green.
Well,
Into the black, and they're all daisy chained.
Well, that's DC in, isn't it?
These are power supplies.
Right. And that's DC in, so.
All right, so I have the white neutrals all being tied together here.
And they gotta stay there.
I have the black feeds all coming down here. All right, brown is hot. So this whole mess is switching
Is an
the
interlock.
power.
It's an interlock.
So without this turning on, you're not going to get anything.
Yep.
Therefore, give me another 2 Phillips screwdriver.
It's an interlock.
It's not going to be in a minute.
What? You can't.
Of course I can. How are you going to get the interlock to work? The input side is going off to a wire that doesn't do anything. You need power to drive the thing, and all power in this thing comes through this one wire right there. Because that's the power. There's the power cord right there. Brown is hot.
I guess maybe we can let you bypass the interlock this one time.
Couldn't we just jumper it?
He's going to.
The interesting thing is, if that's the hot, I'm doing just that. If that's the hot, why are they using all the white wires?
Because they're dumbasses.
It's like, okay, I'm sorry, I just have problems with stupid things like this. It's like, I'm sorry, this is... Okay. That guy's going to come out. That went up, in the big case, there's those 2 wires at the bottom. Trace those up to the top and find out where they go.
I went to a limit switch, but I will double check.
Can I trade with you for a second? I gotta go
I
grab
was going to get something, but...
Well, I just want to go grab a Coke from the fridge upstairs. That's all. And the reality is you're pretty much gonna have to start and stop the camera here in a minute anyway, so.
Yeah, they went to a switch that said fully extended.
Okay, and it's just a switch coming back. So
Yep.
this wire coming back provided 110 to right there. Okay, neutral, hold
So if
on.
it was a normally closed switch, as soon as they hit fully extended, it would stop the motor. 1 and 3 is 6 and 8.
There, nothing.
Only 3
Wait a minute. Had it backwards. There. So coil is green and black. All right. The normally open contacts are this one from the limit switch and this one going off to the motor.
To tell the motor.
So this is this is strictly motor control.
Mhm.
And that's a ground. And that's the input signal. So all this did was run the motor up until it hit the limit switch and then stop. So there's that. Now, that being the case, this, your nippers please.
Start capacitor.
Is the start capacitor for the motor, and I can go with the motor. And that's the hot for the motor right there. Yeah. And then, even though this is black,
Mm-hmm.
it's the neutral for the motor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to clip it, it's neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to the blue wire.
Mm-hmm.
Either somebody reversed the polarity there, or
They weren't paying
they wouldn't
attention to
switch the
how-
neutral side of the...
It was a prototype.
Okay, so
More spare parts.
now we have the motor. The 2 blacks are neutral, the red is hot.
Yep, and there's a drawing on the side of the motor which will help us.
So there's the motor. And now we don't have to worry about that thing taking off on us.
Amy Bear wants you to know that you're rocking it like great, man.
Thank you.
Huh?
I promised Amy I would clean her apartment and I'd ask her if she has a step stool so I can get the bugs out of the light fixtures. You know, look at your fluorescent fixtures, the lenses.
Thank you, Aaron.
Oh boy, you can find all kinds of interesting things flying around in there, or dead in there. Let's see.
You want a screwdriver?
No. Okay, this one was the input signal for this, which is our solid state relay input, which we are not using anymore. There it is. But this was,
Recording dropped out for a second there.
so now, when we plug the thing in, all 4 of these power supplies will come up. And looking at where all 5 of them actually, because this one's here too, and it was also on the interlock.
Here's a good one for you.
What's that?
LM12 CLK.
LM12 CLK? Well, the LM numbers go back like forever.
It's National Semiconductor
It
started
was
them.
Analog Devices that
Was it?
started them, I'm pretty
No, I
certain.
remember that. Anyways, LM12, that don't ring a bell.
That's old. Well, they started, I think, with 01.
No.
Went up from there.
Did
Well, I
it?
don't think they had an LM1.
I got the funny feeling this might be an op amp.
Probably.
Power op amp.
Not for a 2-pin device.
How do you know it's 2 pin? It made those more than 2 pins. Like, remember, you ever seen the Lambda power supply?
Yeah, I can't
I know,
see
that's
that.
fine, I'm just commenting.
Anyhow, you can see
You're
what it
gonna
says. See here, X, Y. This board drives the X galvo. That board drives the Y galvo. This board drives that extra little thing. So if you need that much to drive a galvo, that's a lot more complex.
Think that's the filter selector?
No, there's an extra little galvo in there that does something. Okay, I think Chris would like that would wish that we would wait for him to get back before we just start turning things on.
I'm sure he would.
Or plugging them in.
Do you want to tell the blog where he's at?
Bathroom, wasn't it? He made a general announcement.
Oh.
It was recording.
Yeah, and
Now, we've pretty much been recording nonstop for the last half hour.
so these are just H-bridge
Well, there was a small stop.
on these.
There's the
Okay,
toilet.
This is the ground wire.
Yep, about 42 seconds, he'll be here.
And it'll be, hi guys, how's it going? We'll see.
Alright,
The
pull
pipe's
his
right
pants
there.
up.
Okay, they're jump ring of the ground wire down here.
Well, you know.
Terrible.
Or we'll be, what you
Well, anybody who
doing?
uses
That's
these
another
for
one.
this complicated a
What?
system has
What
a
you
little-
doing?
What you doing? Okay, I believe those are both ground right there. And I'm seeing green and shield. They tied the shield, so that's ground. Even though they got red wires going into ground. That makes no sense. Man, they pick their color. I don't understand their selection of color codes.
Maybe there was no selection.
Okay. That's a fan. We got plus 24 volts. We got plus 12 volts. We got ground.
But they also say X, Y, and Z.
That's the adjustment. There's a trimmer down in there, so that's not. This is an
Darn.
XY. This is power.
8-channel.
That's plus 15. Hold on, I got one more. I
minus
got
12.
minus 12. Okay, so we have plus 12, minus 12. We have plus 24 and plus 15. So there's your 4 power supplies. We could track down which one goes to which, but basically there you got there's 4 power supplies right there.
I'm gonna take a wild stab and say those are the 15s. Since they're larger.
Okay, this is 2 wires coming off of, and it looks like they're spliced just together right off. But these 2 wires go to,
24.
all right, no, the 15.
Really?
So that is a plus 15 volt power supply. Usually they label that sort of stuff.
You bet it in the part number?
Probably might be on the bottom. I screwed the thing back down without really looking. So that's 15 volts. Okay. Plus 12 and minus 12. It could be, yeah, plus 12 and minus 12 is what these are called out as. goes to there, goes to there. Goes to there, goes to there. They reversed the polarity on the output, and then they grounded the red ones here. So this one's minus 12, and that one's plus 12.
This one's 15.
That one's 15.
So these must be the 24s?
Yeah, got your felt tip or Sharpie?
Here's a
That'd
dry
be-
erase to dry erase, so you don't want that. Hold on.
I had a Sharpie over upstairs.
Here's the black one. I got all. Here's our blunt tip.
That'll be good.
So I didn't bring my toolbox. I lose two of those regular bases, bringing the toolbox everywhere, you know.
24. $24. And that means, well, we got 15 plus and minus 12. That's the last one. Okay, I already know that's ground. Black. Looks like it's feeding these here. It doesn't go up to those. I think it's the, if that's plus 24, that might be minus 24.
Right, because remember
they-
you need a higher voltage perhaps for the power.
Wait a
amps.
second. The labels here, they're not for the caps, they're for the boards.
Yeah, 24 volt, 6.3 amps. So that's another 24.
Plus
So that
minus
one's
24 would
plus.
be for these power amps, I guess.
And I'm thinking that's going to be a minus 24? Question mark?
And then these ones, 15 fives. So
Yep. Okay. So we identified it. What?
15 volt, 5 amp, but that's...
Well, they're labeled 12, but there's an adjustment pot on these, I'm willing to bet, and you might be able to crank a 15 down to a 12. We do that sort of thing all the time.
Okay.
You get a customer that wants 12 volts for their vehicle power when they're testing, or you got one that wants 13.8 because that's alternator voltage, and we got one that wants 14 volts for God only knows what reason.
So instead of carrying a million items, you just carry
get
a...
a power supply that's got more than a 10% plus or minus adjustment. And there's two resistors that are just apparently wired directly across the output.
Remember the LEDs and the fans?
Yeah.
It's not wired across the output, they're dropping resistors for the LEDs when I disconnected the LEDs, Paul.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
I didn't see where those were tied in. Okay, that's a ground. The green one's a ground. The red one is going to one of our 24 volt, the plus 24 volt supply. So that was 24 volts.
Right, it was running
Going out, so
fans
ground
and
to
LEDs.
24 volts.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are these boards? What are the wires going to those? There's not much to them.
Okay, hold on.
They intercept signals. They're like symmetry adjust boards, of course, but or perhaps.
All right. These are the power connections here,
Yep.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
No, these, there's 4 wires and there's 4 galvo drivers, and that's what's providing the signal to the galvo drivers. Because there's some stuff down here which we're going to have to delve into. But this,
Might be the command.
no, this is like the analog signal that's driving the galvos. These are the amplifiers for the galvos. This is what's providing the signal. This is where you get to tweak the thing.
The command signal for the galvos, the reference.
Right, so the thing is, where does it come in? There's a DB15 here with nothing connected to it, and we didn't see any cabling or anything in here for that. And we have 2 shields and 2 conductors that go down to here and get carried straight through with the wire coloring reversing from one side to the other, of course, going to there. So these guys here are what go to this right here, and there's nothing there. Okay, and I got 2 more that are right next to it, which are that one and that one. So this was your galvo control here.
Command.
That's your, yeah, well, your galvo input. Wherever you're getting that from, that's galvo.
So maybe we could even drive it from our program box here.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
That's not jumping. I would assume those are differential inputs. And that'll take, or that'll generate a differential output. No, wait a minute. If that would generate a differential output, I'd have to check. But it's only a single-ended, it's 3 wires, ground, X, and Y. And this is X, Y, X, Y, because we got 2. We had a pair of them. So that's galvos. All right, let's track down what some of these other things go to. This is a yellow wire that goes to that thing. Where's the green wire go? The green wire is ground. So yellow, this goes, and the black wire isn't used on this. So that one, we got a single yellow wire that goes here that fans out to our galvo boards.
And isn't that a weird little board?
There's nothing underneath it.
4 reed relays and 4 pots, and that's it?
I don't know about that. That is a PRMA1A12. So yeah, that looks like a little relay. Turning them on and off.
You know what the really cool thing is?
And they've
What?
intercepted.
We're going to use that old slide unit
Yeah.
for a camera mount, camera slide. You're going to need this. I'll be back in about a half hour.
Half hour. Can we power this up without you?
Huh?
Can we power this up without you?
Absolutely.
We
Make
are-
the fucking thing work.
We are about to, we can plug it in right now. I've been waiting for you.
Do it, do it. I can
Right there.
Take a moment.
Well, are you clear?
I'm clear.
Clear. What the fuck?
This is the galvo inputs right here.
Nothing's gonna happen.
They go
Nothing's
into,
gonna happen. I want to see. Here, you do the honors. I want to see this. Come on over here.
I'm going to give this to you.
Huh? Oh, okay.
That way
Live
you can
stream's
be
gonna freak out. All right, ready?
You're gonna break the oscillation.
Hit it.
Here you go, one.
They moved.
Did they center?
Yup. Galvo centered.
Like 0?
Yup. They zeroed all on their own. Yup. And now I can't move that.
Really?
This one I can move.
Yeah.
This one I can't move. Everything here centered. I didn't see anything here move. Turn it off a second. All right, I'm gonna move this and that and that. All right, hit it. Yep, they moved.
all three
It
of
was
them?
centered. No, this one didn't move. This one didn't move, but over here, this one's rigid.
Okay, which one of these 3 cables did that one that did
Take
not
that.
move?
Take that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're making the galvos move.
You're making the galvos move. I think you got a loose connection in
I
there.
think I got a loose connection.
Power
It's
down.
this cable.
Power down.
No, you can leave it up. It's not gonna hurt anything.
That.
That? Alright. Huh.
Which
So-
makes sense, it's the extra board.
Now
Those
power
are
down.
the blanking. These are the X and Y. I don't know what this does.
This is the galvo driver right here.
Okay.
These are the amplifiers. They're driven by these black cables that go in there. These are driven by these white cables that go to the terminal strip and out to here. So there's nothing out there.
Okay.
So basically from here, we can strip this out all the way down to these white cables here, and that's the input to this section.
Okay.
Now, this here looks like the input to it, and I have to track down where it comes from. But
Alright,
it
you
looks
guys
like
keep rocking, see if you can get a signal out. Read some fucking manuals so we can find out what the signal level is.
It's gonna be
You
the
can
same
unplug
as
that.
that other manual.
We don't know that
Laser
for sure.
Fantasy International 6580 backplane.
Start researching.
2 of them.
And let's find out details on these and exactly what they do, how and why. Because I'm pretty sure, this is what I think. I think these drive through that RF cable. Where's that RF cable that hangs off the end?
Gone. It's hanging. It's sitting over on the table.
All
The other end of that RF cable went to nothing.
I know exactly what it went to.
They drive another piece of
It didn't
hardware.
go to nothing.
What did
It
it
went.
go to?
I'm looking for it. I left it sitting on a fucking table and now it's not here.
Oh, that little tiny Neos.
That little Neos box, where is it?
Did this come out of that?
Give me that Neos box.
There
No,
should
this came out of the laser that this
There
talks
should be
to.
2 of them.
Where's this cable?
They're still
Goes
in
to here.
Ah.
And this is your modulator. That's your blanker.
That's your modulator. More than likely.
Right there. See? I did that. I did that all in my head. I got more brains in my little finger than I do in my whole head.
I have no argument with that statement.
I'm sharp as a marble.
Sharp as the leading edge of a BB.
But that controls that, which modulates, and yeah, that's how it's done. That's basically your amplitude modulation. That's my theory. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I think.
We've identified the
Because that's the only fucking thing in this whole system that connects via a BNC cable, and this goes directly into beam line at the laser head. So that's where you want to, before it even gets into, because that controls it, because none of this has access to the beam directly except through the stuff. This has access to the beam directly before it goes into this pipe. You wouldn't be able to fit this in there and have it on beam line without that being significantly longer. So you just mount this with the
is probably
head.
going to be wavelength sensitive. May or may not.
It might be. That might even pick the color for all I know.
Okay.
That
These
might be
are,
some kind of dichroic thing.
these are all powered
Okay.
to drive all these.
Okay.
We've identified, well, from the label.
Figured out. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I gotta go eat a Pop-Tart and talk about bills, and I'll be back.
All right. Seeing these are identified. Bum, bum, bum. Somebody's trying to talk to me. The things that we have positively identified, I'm going to strip out so they're not in the way.
Some of this stuff is nasty looking. Like, really nasty looking.
That was quick. Welcome back. Hi, bye.
Huh. Fuses jumpered out. There's 6810P Cambridge galvanometers.
There was a camera mount down here.
Holy cow, there's
Where did that go?
another one.
There it is.
Looking for a tripod?
In essence, yes.
Good thinking. You're gonna need a battery too, aren't you?
Chris gave me one.
Oh. Dang, you guys are good.
More to the point of, I'm not going to be able to get a perfect angle. Well, if I use that stereo speaker, I'll be able to get a decent angle.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the PRMA 1A12 is indeed a 12-volt ready relay, or read relay. ST.
Yep. Makes sense.
Sorry, IRC, I haven't been able to keep a close eye on you guys because I've been holding a camera. Not trying to ignore you, just not enough fingers or arms.
Okay, now.
Well, maybe we better make some notes here. Where'd all our helpers go? Must have got too bored. Way too bored.
Oh, single pole, single throw. Sorry, I should have caught that.
Yeah, a read relay is always,
No, you can get to.
You can get 4 beam relays.
Yep, I have actually a couple double pole and
One
double
beat,
throws.
2
I've
beat.
used them to modify my computer a couple of times. Really weird hardware hack.
Oh, looks like that belongs to Mr. B. Huh. No pens or pencils.
Need a pencil?
Writing,
Need a pen?
writing implement of something that's not a Sharpie.
Okay. I got one here,
You
guys.
got one, Mike. We're good. Thanks. I want to write down some numbers about them.
This is probably going to be your best bet.
No, I don't want this.
Well, these are gel ink, so they have a tendency to smear. Otherwise, I got pencil.
Pencil's cool, thanks. Real pencil, too.
Yep. Well, you have to have number 2 for your test-taking purposes.
Really?
It still use Scantrons.
You're kidding me.
For multiple choice? No.
Oh. You have multiple choice
In law school,
answer
yes.
tests? Huh. I thought that was a thing. Fine.
Chris has not edited the blog, and I'm not sure if he's going to be doing it tonight or if it's just going to be another late night laser lab night, guys.
Cambridge 6810P.
Yeah, and we're still recording it.
Okay.
Okay, we got 2 that come in from God only knows where, because we didn't cut these. I have no idea where those went.
Another pair, though. See, here's the funny thing. Take a look at this, Patrick. This is where the fiber optic came in, correct? So the laser came in here.
Correct.
There's a mirror there. Look at that. There's a piece of black photographic tape on the end of that mirror. What's that all about?
This
Keep the
one.
lens, okay, it's on the back side of the mirror in all probability, and it's to keep the laser light from going through the mirror
Oh,
and contaminating the inside.
Correct.
And you also have to remember, this is the one that not everything moved, and I'm seeing a lot of dust and stuff.
Well, it's not dust. It's heat sink paste.
Well,
Thermal
it
compound.
looks like this one blew whatever it was.
Thermal compound. Silicon compound.
Okay.
Looks like it's been rebuilt, and/or had some work done on it.
Well, this is the galvo that didn't work when we fired it up, so perhaps that's what they were trying to work on.
Correct.
And that would make perfect sense if it's a heat compound.
Galvo 6810P.
Here at the Geek Group, we've invented a new fundraising strategy. You can now purchase impressively tiny coins we've compressed using high-energy magnetism. We induce a current pulse of 100,000 amps into a copper wire coiled around a golden dollar, dime, or quarter, producing very powerful opposing magnetic fields that compress a quarter to the diameter of a dime, which you then receive in a lovely commemorative package along with the satisfaction that can only come from helping the Geek Group build our endowment, which in turn will allow us to put membership fees, donations, and sponsorships towards furthering the organization rather than just maintaining it. Carry a lightning bolt in your pocket, available at thegeekgroup.org.
At 25 minutes, it auto shuts itself off for recording. And we hit 25 again. So.
Is the captain coming back?
He said he had to go talk bills and stuff with people and that he would be back, yes. A text-to-speech for the IRC for events like this would be interesting.
I don't think we could keep up.
For starters, the 30-second delay could be fun, as well as quite a few of you are making clear, spam, 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 would create an issue. What would help is if we just had one extra person to man the cameras and man the computer, but me.
You know, Christina could...
Or was it just me?
What pencil?
Pencil that Patrick gave me.
We could get Christina down here to watch the computer and
You
have...
better
her
not have lost that
lead
pencil.
thing.
That thing has survived 3 years of law school.
It's your lucky pencil.
Not quite, just more of... I haven't failed yet.
Nice one too.
I worked for an office supply company for many years. I sold them.
The black eraser, do you know it's what? The black eraser, do you know it's what?
It's a premium brand.
Be a secretary for the IRC. Well, if you'd like to come to Michigan.
Model 6210. One more buried in here somewhere. Get a number off that. Looks just like the 6210. Wow. So you ready to feed some audio, Paul?
Yeah, where?
Or signal generator? I don't know. Well, you think you have galvo inputs on this symmetry card that if you were to feed a sine wave at a 1/10 of a volt and then start bringing the level up and I don't know.
These are the galvo inputs right there.
Right, and they should be pretty much
All right.
standard,
These are your drivers for these.
like modulator inputs.
Yes.
Is what this is.
So this is all power. It's like we're down to power and now whatever these boards are doing, there's no labeling on it, but I got 2 more lines
Boards.
and they don't go anywhere. So again, it's cut. I'm removing the stuff that's cut off and unlabeled
Right.
and stripping it back and laying it out to the side there.
Yep. So you know
That's
those are
unlabeled?
inputs. Well, here's something interesting, Paul. On these small, what you thought might be solenoids that look like RC car motors,
Yeah.
one of them's labeled L-Lumia, L-U-M-I-A, S-star, S-T-A-R, and and that's just for the type of
It's a filter.
glass filter.
Yeah.
And it's just a name. Sure, the star had the crosshatch pattern. The Lumia had the like water pattern. And then this last one didn't have a label, but it looks like it's clear. And that one doesn't move. What is it? Oh. Oh. And this one. Huh. 2 of these are really, really tiny units. Why would there be 3 in this head?
That's just it. You got an X and a Y, and then you got something else.
Mm-hmm.
What's the something else?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And if there's 3 here, oh, okay. Each channel head, there's 2 small galvos
Okay.
and 1 large galvo.
Right.
Small, small, large.
Yes.
Perhaps. And if an LM12CLK is an op amp in a TO3 package, that would explain, I bet it is too. Is this typing? No.
No.
We could find out. LM12CLK. Or just LM12. I'm guessing it's a power op amp. Small galvo, large galvo.
Yes.
LM12 from TI, obsolete.
What is it though?
Well, we know that.
I'm pulling it up right now. Operational amplifier,
Yeah,
revision D.
it's not just a transistor, it's a full-blown op amp.
Capable of driving plus or minus 25 volts at plus or minus 10 amps while operating from 30 volt supplies. can deliver 80 watts of sine wave power into a 4 ohm load with a 0.01% distortion. Power bandwidth 60 kilohertz. Further peak dissipation capability of 800 watts allows it to handle restrictive loads such as transducers, actuators, or small motors without derating. And there is the diagram for it.
Okay, no, that makes sense. That's why there's 3, because there's 3 individual galvos. Program, and then the small ones came from those boards. These came from a totally separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's your galvos. These are whatever that third galvanometer is.
It's the unknown. That's. Yeah.
So there's that.
Yes, Monkey,
Now.
it is a big damn op amp already. I think you got that one right in the head there.
Okay.
Oh, I was looking at these damn little solenoids.
Okay, what we need to know is the Neos, it says Neos driver. Model number Nancy 64040-75-.1.
One more time, please.
Nancy 64040-75-.1. And
doesn't
then
it say 8?
serial number 8CH-XTLM/3439.
8 channels.
Which would make sense because you got, well, 8 channels, I'm not certain we're using all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh.
Assume one's
That
ground.
doesn't make sense. Look at the other end of the connector.
Well, they're double, they're
they're
jumper
jumper.
stuff.
Okay.
Well, the first one popping up is Elf Deutsch, so that ain't gonna work for me.
Because somebody was telling me the program source was like 16 channel tape.
Well, that's entirely possible,
Fair enough.
but if it's 8 channels and 8 channels, there's your 16.
Yeah, but then you can't get 8 channels through this.
No, you can't.
So,
Depends on what they're calling a channel.
yeah.
But we've simplified down quite a bit.
Oh yeah, and it's making
I mean-
super sense. It's just a.
The only question I have left, these relays appear to be switching in a potentiometer. If they're single pole, single throw, that means it's tying a resistor in. And it looks like this one input is being used to turn all the relays on.
Because the green was
And
a ground.
doing so basically flips a resistor into each.
It appears to be a laser wavelength modulator system.
That would make sense. What sort of effects can one do by modulating your laser?
That, unfortunately, I have no idea.
And we found the data sheet on this, but it's really hard to read.
Yeah, the IRC is on it, I can tell you guys that much.
I'm right in front of the damn camera. Here.
There you are, they're looking at the back of your head.
Alright, hey!
Hey,
We
you
may have an instruction manual here
for that RF unit.
for model number N64040-75-.18. So this might be a slightly different one, but
181 pages.
no, looks like 10. And it's a scanned document, so it looks like 8-channel drivable module. Here, I'll let you guys read it. It's going to be 90% Greek to me. Sorry.
It is a PCAOM driver module. I can't remember what that meant, but I recall reading it somewhere. has improved extinction ratio and rise fall time, fine tuning for brag angles, 16 wavelengths per channel. And many more features. Analog modulation has an RF extinction ratio of -60 dBc. Both ports, analog and TTL. I don't know what this RF extinction rate is.
Thank you, IRC. That looks like it's going to have some fun for us.
The output power is 20 to 250 milliwatts. Each channel has 16 preset wavelengths to choose from. To change wavelength selection, You know what I'm thinking?
Okay, I have removed one of the galvo boards. We have a Cambridge Technologies Inc. number 676 Rev B. Also on the board we have LSC-5, S4V-0, and then 1000 under it.
You know what the S4V-0 is, don't you, Paul?
No, what's that?
I don't know, but it sounds like I've seen that.
Well, the S4B is the third stage, well, fourth stage technically on Saturn V.
Well, no, I think I've seen it on other boards made in overseas.
Okay. It's like they used hot glue on this. They got one nut at the top of the board to hold it in place. What do I got on the front?
Oh, yeah, and that one manual you're saving, right?
I'm trying to do that right now. I just don't remember what the part number is because right now the name is part manual.
Oh.
So
N640 M64040 Neos driver.
Okay. And I'm just putting it as a Neos N6404, so that should at least be enough that we know what it is.
Sure.
But yes, I am saving that. Again, thank you, IRC.
And it said that generates RF to separate visible wavelengths is what it looks like. So I'm guessing, I don't understand how the hell it would do it. But how can it do it when the laser is, the bandwidth on the laser is what? The wavelength output of the laser is really tight, isn't it?
The laser is a white light laser.
Wow.
So, of course.
For this system?
I would think. I'm not certain.
Oh.
Okay, we're installed back in again, and this.
So if it's a white light laser, you can get lesser wavelengths out of it.
Well, it's not white light. A white light laser is actually not white. It's got several. No, it's got several wavelengths that combine together to give you the white, and they're very specific wavelengths.
Right. Okay.
And you can filter them out to give you your color.
Okay. Well, you're down to bare bones here, buddy. I mean,
Yeah,
you got inputs, and then you got your modulated inputs.
Yeah.
And the modulated is totally separate than the galvos.
Yeah.
Did you get a nut on there already?
What's that?
You got her mounted right?
I put the thing back.
And then you got this, which just changes like a gain or a response
It
or
flips all these in, and that changes. It's like that trimmer has this wired off, so it's putting this trimmer probably in parallel
to modify the range of it. Yeah.
Modify it.
Shoot. You got some nice galvo drivers and some galvos and some lenses, and I don't understand.
It's like looking at this board, there's a whole nother row of trimmers that were not installed.
And it's analog on analog all?
This is all analog.
And some higher end stuff? No. The little 8 pins are anything special?
Those are probably, let's see, AD633. They're all the same, I can't read it with.
Nothing too special. At all.
I think they're just operands. Hey Patrick, bring your eyes over here.
AD633.
Well, that's what I got. That's like it fades that little 8 pinner.
8633JN,
Okay.
which popped up as a Google search already. Give me just a second.
Go to findchips.com
You like
for all these parts.
I've never been there.
Really?
Oh.
I got a data sheet for it from All Data Sheets.
Yeah.
Okay.
This chip's ready to fall out.
Oh, they're probably going to want me to pay for it. We'll see.
It's on a big angle. Now they fall out. It's simply not as hard.
No, there we go. It's okay now.
Well, bare bones, you got it down to, and that's kind of what he's looking at. Bare bones, then you can take these and build something out of them. And this, but like you say, it might need a white laser, and then it's going to be able to filter out the specific peaks of the individual units.
Functional complete 4-quadrant analog multiplier includes high impedance differential
That
X and
makes
Y
sense.
inputs and a high impedance summing inputs.
So you can do ratios of various,
What
of
it's
these two
doing,
various
it's
inputs.
it's an analog mathematics.
Right, so you get ratios and multiplication, yeah. Well, you got more parts. Lots of them.
Looks like it's primary 10 to 10 at 10 hertz to 10 kilohertz bandwidth. So some basic info on that one.
Okay. It's like all this stuff is just kind of like rattling loose in this.
It looks like it's something that's been charked around quite a few times.
Well, and taken apart a few times. Be interesting to see what the optics do to the standard. You know, because what the boss was saying is, yeah, he can just shoot. Why use the fiber? Just feed your signal directly in.
Well, fiber, if you got a thing to attach the fiber to on the other end, it's easier to use that because then you can have the laser work.
Yeah, but remember, both the fibers got squashed.
Well, from the looks of it, you can re-terminate the.
Oh, yeah. Those are just big ferrules that go on the end, right?
Yeah.
And that stuff wasn't glass because it was too flexible. It had to have been plastic. Don't you think? I don't know. It's a guess.
Okay. I don't think I have a lot more I can do with poking around on this thing. I got the Cambridge galvo amplifiers.
You got the numbers off those.
Lack of a better term. These guys here are a 6800 driver card, 6580 in parentheses after that. And I know I've seen that number floating around before.
Standard unit.
Yeah. This here is a 6580 backplane, so it's the same number. This isn't going through this, but it's basically got the same number referenced on it.
But this is a different manufacturer. I think this was the people who might have
It's
manufactured.
Laser Fantasy
That's the
International.
one who manufactured the whole unit.
Laser Fantasy International Rainbow 1 LUM model 00110. No, Rainbow 1 LUM is the model number. That 00110 is the serial number. Manufacturer date October 2000. This is Laser Fantasy International 13200 Southeast 30th Street, Suite 8, Bellevue, WA, Washington, 98005, USA. Phone number 425-644-2770, no, 2777. Fax number 425-644-0330.
Got it.
Okay.
Laserfantasy.com.
Really?
So if these are solenoids, they're just directly voltage driven. And they, like you
Yeah.
say, they were wired directly to, so
Now,
you hit them with 12 volts or 5 volts or 2 volts.
Whatever
or,
you got for your controller, you fire the voltage in and they flip the little lens thing out of.
The crosshatch one or the watermark filter one. Or, He said this one wasn't turning, the big main one. Is that what he said?
From the sound of it, it was a loose connection.
Oh, right. Because there was a point in time when it was coming and going. And that is a plug-in.
Can I get that label quick? Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
it's not plugged in all the way.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't
There
seen.
was no
here,
latch for it?
Look here.
Yep.
Come on and take a peek on this one. I haven't seen amp connectors with latches like this before, but they're side mounted.
Either have I. Oh yeah, I've seen
Kick
it like
from
that.
sideways,
Yeah.
and it kicks it out.
Yeah.
Well, inside there, that particular large galvo that wasn't working before just wasn't seated
The
all.
latches weren't all the way down on it?
No,
Good. Maybe that'll fix her.
maybe.
Should we try? You want to
I'll
try?
give it a shot.
Did you got it off center? Maybe? Or something's
Go ahead.
there? Here, 1, 2, 3.
No, this one's still not.
No drive to it. It's not even moving. Or it's not even holding position. Power down?
No, leave it on for a sec.
Yeah. Coil resistance on it maybe, but
Okay,
What?
that one's got a bad connection.
huh?
Unplug.
Okay, you're off. Both had little plugins too, didn't they?
Yeah, they do. Can't get to it. It's a bad. It's a.
Mm-hmm. Unless you disassemble.
Yeah, that one there. That one. That plug there needs a little bit of TLC. Okay, it just pushes right in.
But getting to it.
Actually, not that difficult.
Need a pair of something or other. Hemostats.
Small flat blade screwdriver.
Smaller.
Look at that.
It's a repair job, all right. Mm-hmm. It looks okay. But no.
There's one, the black, right there.
And look on the left. Some of those pins aren't inserted as far as others.
Yeah,
So they may not. The insertion may not be good. The black still got 2 strands on it.
2 strands. Well, that's why that galvo's not working. Or
The cable's really manual. Somebody's soldered a damn. Huh. Okay. One may be parts.
no, all we gotta do is something to make to that and properly.
Well, no, because that other big one's not working either. Alright? Why do they need? Oh.
Wow. That was
You
like-
gotta have X and Y to do anything.
Yeah.
One's not gonna do us any good at all.
Right.
Well, it could do us a little bit of it, but not much.
Okay. Phew, what time is it anyway?
Just after midnight.
All right, I'm thinking we're kind of done for the evening.
Yeah, I think you learned a lot. And to go any further now is not a good idea.
Now, I'm going to get some documentation for me.
But it would certainly appear to me.
Well, this company's still in business. It might be worth an email to them to say, hey, do you got any old documentation?
When this first came in, we did more than one person tried to find out about that. And it
Okay.
was, no. But then the manuals came in from the donation source.
Gotcha.
And they've since disappeared. But we may know who has them. We'll
Okay.
find it. And I don't know how complete the manuals were because it's proprietary. They won't give you anything to work on, or maybe they wouldn't work on it because it's so old. But as I recall, yeah,
You tried that and didn't have much success. Okay.
yeah, these people, because it's proprietary for them. So has anybody tried to photograph the laser beams in here with like a camera phone?
Oh yeah.
Moose has put a couple on her Facebook already.
Got your
More.
flashlight?
More, yeah.
Shine me down low.
Where do you want to
I
be?
want it low, shining in this angle.
Oh man. Close
There we
enough?
go, yeah. That's good.
I was thinking the projected beams. You know, the beams with smoke in them, okay, that's easy. But the projected beams are constantly moving. It's a moving dot, so what's the photograph going to do?
Should create a solid image, depending on
No,
what your
it depends
exposure
on
is.
how long your exposure is.
Yeah, it
'Cause-
should be variable, I guess is what I'm
Yeah.
trying to get at.
Because what I would probably do is like a 3 to 5 second exposure with a relatively low amount of light coming in, so that way you're not,
Yeah,
greening
but it's
out
a
everything.
dark room, and is the camera even going to be able to recognize?
Oh yeah, the camera will see it. The problem is the contrast, because if you leave the lens open for too long, it's going to absorb too much light, so instead of seeing a heart, you'll see a big green.
Yeah.
Because I've played, and it was just a cheap 3.2 megapixel Sony, or Canon, sorry, I'm holding the Sony, just a cheap Canon and a little laser pointer like what you use to tick off the cats. And I've been able to play around and draw things on my walls perfectly fine. So it's just
and photograph it.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Okay.
Yeah, it just-
Just kind of finding the sweet spot with, here's the kind of light the camera wants to accept for the exposure time.
So it's one of those things that because of how bright the green beam is, you're gonna have to play with it a little bit, but 10 minutes on a tripod and you could have it. That's the trick, is because you have to do a couple second exposure, you need the tripod. Though if you're doing, just weird zigzags all over the wall, you can hold it by hand, because what's it gonna do?
And if you're too fast in the exposure, you wouldn't see, all you'd see is a dot, or a bunch of dots.
You would see a solid beam. You wouldn't see a bunch of dots.
Think so? I don't know.
These
I
big
wonder.
boards, somebody wrote in Sharpie 6810.
Ooh, like they've been modified? Well, they are 6580s, but it says 6810. Well, 6810 is the galvo number, Paul.
Really?
Yes, Cambridge 6810P is the big galvo in each of these.
Ah, so that's the galvo it's driving.
Yep.
Wow, proper documentation helps so much.
That's it right there. Black magic mark.
Okay.
Hey, it's
Don't label any
So
wires.
the input on that is just 2 wires.
Sure. And the input on these is one
Well,
wire per.
Well, yeah,
Because there's,
it's a differential input, basically.
doesn't have to be.
No, this is X and Y, differential input for each. Granted, one could be grounded.
X and X.
No, X and Y, it's labeled. This is one, this here is one tube. This here was the other tube. You got an X and
Okay.
a Y galvo,
Yep.
and we track those all the way to the galvos.
Okay, yep.
Because here's the great
X, Y, and
cables.
then the
Here's the cables coming out.
Okay.
You got X, Y, and whatever the big one is.
Yep.
So we got that much figured out. So this is just handling the XY, this and these boards. This here is connected to the big galvo. It's got its own separate input, whatever that is. These two boards are totally separate from the galvo driver and amplifier, all that. So that's one thing. This is something else. And then you had the these guys here, which flip the extra lenses in. They were handled completely separate as well. So there's like three different things. There's three,
and then the modulators, which
were totally separate.
Bunch of little subsystems that all work together.
Yeah.
And
So
there goes the
there's a
battery.
piece. There's a piece. That's not part of that set.
Good deal.
This is more fun than you expected. Well, did you do any videos while you were here?
We didn't do any on top. We did nothing in the studio.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty bad. 8. Huh.
Don't know.
Tools. And then everybody else left. Michael left. Aaron. Chris left. Okay, you guys got it under control now?
No.
Yes.
When you gotta go talk important stuff, you gotta go talk important
Yeah,
stuff.
I know. Good thing we don't have to do that, huh?
Well, he is technically chairman of the board.
I do on occasion.
Okay.
They have a scanned copy of my signature so they can just auto-sign whenever they need something and I'm not around. Which,
Paul said yay or nay. Put a signature down anyway.
technically I got one document a year I'm supposed to sign. So.
Well, I don't know how much more trouble we can get into, guys. Everyone will feed the dog. Problem is,
You know, I don't think that's plus 15, I think that's plus 5.
Did we read it wrong?
I might have read it wrong.
oh,
actually.
you're right, I bet it was plus 5. And that makes more sense too, doesn't it?
Well, it says plus 15 right
It's
there.
5.
But the label says plus 5.
Yeah, where did you see 5?
It's on the side of the label, just
Yeah.
like the side is.
Tape,
And it's on the,
on the thing it says plus 5.
that would make
On the
sense.
little tape it says plus 15. Plus 5 makes much more sense. So you got plus 5, okay, where's that Sharpie?
The one I just put away.
Yeah.
How are you gonna erase it? How are you gonna erase it? Don't erase it, just
Block it out.
hide it.
There you go.
It's late. We're tired. Let's call it good.
Okay, the problem is you guys are missing any really good program sources. Right? You guys are missing the program sources for all these subsystems. You got multiple units,
Yeah.
but you got no really nice feed that turns it into drawing a Japanese monkey riding a bike or crowd scanner or whatever the heck they call it. Or something that you can put a signature of the Geek Group logo on the wall.
Yeah, I was starting to play with this, but they very quickly go into requiring like a signal generator. You gradually increase the amplitude of the input signal to plus and minus 5.1 volts, 10.2 volts peak to peak. This is the plus and minus 10% or 10 degree mechanical point or a 40 degree optical cone. And basically they tell you what to dial in on your signal generator and what you're supposed to see. But then they don't tell you what to adjust or how to adjust.
Well, one's a performance check and one's the adjustments, as I recall.
For most customers, the factory setting for the 658XX servo card will never need adjusting. Is this a 658 something or other?
No, but supposedly it's a generic. Everyone copied that particular 60.
Wherever possible, Cambridge Technology ship all of these 658XX factory tuned to a matted scanner. However, if the system has to be shipped without any mirror or load, the board is tested, then shipped detuned. This is to prevent any instabilities. So, required tools and materials. Dual trace oscilloscope with 1x probe. Function generator needs to have sine and square wave output. Digital voltmeter, hand tools. Closing the loop.
Turn stuff off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Might as well.
Flip the key. Yep.
Key, I love it. Desper. Christopher. Oh, where's tool reminder?
Basically, this gives you a nice step-by-step for what to do. Turn R25, slowly turning R28 clockwise. So they're labeling the resistors, but not on the board.
Well, there's two adjustments. One is for the LM SDA, the 22 SDA.
Yeah, they talk about resistor R whatever, and then in their diagrams they don't label R anything.
There's two sets of manuals there, Paul.
I know, I'm looking at one that has in the beginning the actual photograph of that board. This is saying a 658XX is matched to a 68XX board. So basically that's half of it. It's supposed to be matched to something else.
I'd like to take all this laser stuff back with me and just bring it back working.
That'd be nice.
If you had the time.
Okay, that's an LM22 SDA component layout. Or this is the component layout for that. But again, it doesn't label the resistor, the component numbers. It labels like some of them, U5, U6, U3. But for the potentiometers, it's VPOG. What is VPOG? Position and velocity. Velocity and position? Yeah, turn on the ZAP computer or reset and enter the command line. It's like, okay, we don't have a ZAP computer. Okay, well this at least labels what the V and P. As V and P are adjusted, the image will diminish in size and may drift off center. Occasionally adjust O to bring the image back to center and increase G. Use note that is inherent in the galvanometer scan. Okay, so G is gain, O is offset, P is position, and V is velocity. So it's V are the outside ones, the next one in is position, then offset, then gain.
Hopefully.
Well, that's literally what it is, VPOG.
Oh.
So VPOG and VPOG. So V is on the outside, V is on the outside. So that at least tells you something. I mean, this is definitely talking about that board. I mean,
Enough where you can be. Enough where you can do things.
there's a position. It's just, what's a ZAP computer?
The one that gives you those test waveforms, I'm assuming.
Yes, like that.
Where you can adjust the symmetry nicely.
Okay, beginning with the X amplifier, turn P 1/2 turn clockwise, then turn V 1/2 turn counterclockwise. Perform the same steps on the Y amplifier. Repeat these procedures until the scanned image resembles figure 3. Basically, they want you to do it step by step to get that image. As P and V, okay, and as you adjust those, you need to adjust O and G.
Project the Geek Group logo on the clouds. That's what our goal is.
Yeah, FAA.
Forget those guys.
I can't.
Okay, project the Geek Group logo on the side of the marijuana distributorship across the street.
We could project it onto our own building.
That's no damn fun. Actually, it might be kind of fun, huh?
Out in the parking lot, yeah. The only problem is all it's going to take is one straight piece of sand in that block out there, and somebody's going to be screaming, "Oh my God, my eyes!"
Yeah.
Otherwise, good idea. But, you know, I'm a pessimist. I'm a lawyer,
Well, no,
law
it's
school.
a good idea because I pretty much always like to shoot down other people's ideas and think of the realistics behind the.
No, I think it'd be a
Logic.
fantastic idea. I just don't think that we can use the current lasers we have. The green one's a hair too strong and the red one's too weak.
Think so?
Well,
Unless it was against a target that you knew was going to absorb.
or, well, black walls, that would work. Or we just need to disperse the beam so it's like a 3-inch dot. Because then it's like staring.
Through a hazy filter or whatever.
Yeah, so that way, you know, it.
Right, so any bounces are going to be scattered and.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is literally just the pins. This is the calibration procedure, assuming you have that extra board. This is the actual manual for that. It's just the labeling on some of the stuff is somewhat. Leaves something to be desired.
So I think we need to get a 3-ring binder and start hole punching this stuff.
I think we need to find the manuals for these because there was some here one time. And box probably robotics. You know?
Manuals for which?
For this monster.
Oh, the SkyScan? I don't know if we have manuals.
I'm 50%, no, I'm more than 50% sure that I saw manuals describing some of those before.
Okay, I had a Gatorade floating around here.
Because that's when what's his name sat in.
I don't know if you ever brought it down here.
Oh, I know I brought it down here all right because I remember I was going to put it on that table and I thought, Chris gets really irritated when you put drinks on the table, so then I quickly decided, okay, I need to put it somewhere else.
In the hallway? No.
No one knows where I left it.
Okay, somebody remind Rocco his scope probe's down here.
Yeah.
Scope tip.
Probably be safe just to leave it at his desk in the computer lab otherwise.
Think so? Yeah. Except, do they lock it up at night?
I don't think they do.
Okay. Yeah, we don't turn the lights off at night.
So what do you think, Mr. Kidwell?
Lots of fun stuff to play with. There we go. Handy way of documenting things. Played with more galvo controllers this weekend. Galvos and galvo controllers than I've ever seen before.
That goes for both of us. I don't really play with this kind of stuff very often.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go get something to drink because I'm getting thirsty here.
Alright.
And I do not see my drink in the hall either. So, you have a good one, Patrick?
You as well.
I learned how to run a machine shop.
Set up an enterprise-level server.
Program 9-foot robots.
Make lightning!
Edit video.
I'm building a radio station.
Light bulb terrarium.
A high-performance electric car.
I'm a CNC geek.
Computer geek.
Robot geek.
Physics geek.
AV geek.
I'm a radio geek.
Craft geek.
Car buff.
No matter what kind of geek you are, we've got a place for you here at the Geek Group. Come join us. We build awesome.